Good evening and welcome to Freestyle Fitness Yoga. We're going to start standing up and we're going to start with our breathing technique. We're going to do a circular breath and we're going to use our fingers. So we're going to block our nostrils at certain points, and it doesn't matter which way you do it. I use this one with just two fingers moving across my mouth. Certain people like to place their index finger on their third eye, just between that circle, and then use their thumb and fingers to move. That again is fine. It doesn't matter. You can do two fingers there and then moving the fingers. Anything that you want to. There's lots of different ways that you'll see, but it doesn't matter. It's all about closing off the nostrils. What is important is finding out which is your dominant nostril. And this apparently changes, it says in the book. I've only ever noticed that mine go one way. I'm right-handed and I find that I breathe, my dominant nostril to breathe up is my left and my dominant nostril to breathe down is my right. I've never known it change. But that doesn't mean that yours won't. Everybody is different. So what you need to do is you breathe up, and you'll feel that you breathe up one nostril more than the other, and as per, mine's my left. Then if you breathe out down your nose, you'll feel that you dominantly breathe out more down one nostril, and it's usually the opposite nostril to the one that you dominantly breathe up. It tends to go round in a circle. Now, like I said, you may find that changes, and they say that it changes depending on the weather, depending on the time of month, depending on the time of year, and how you're feeling. So if you're depressed, it might change. If you're ill, it might change. So there's lots of different reasons why it may change. But like I said, I've never found that it does. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe out first. Then you're going to breathe up your dominant nostril, filling the lungs from the bottom to the top, or top to the bottom, whichever way you found last week better for you. Hold the air in for a second. Take your thumb away and breathe down your least dominant nostril. Again, letting the air out through the three sections, through the sides, through the back, whichever way was better. Hold it out for again a second before you breathe in. And you're going to go round in this circle and notice that you're making a circle. And that's what I want you to do, is just to go around. So I'm going to turn the music on. Close your eyes. Focus on your breathing. If you get a bit worried, you feel a bit like, oh, I can't remember how to breathe, take them rescue breaths in through the nose and out through the nose, out through the mouth. After you've breathed out, take the hands down and breathe in through both nostrils, lift the arms up and blow out through the mouth. Let's do 2 more. Bring it back. So we're going to circle our nose, starting with a small circle, bringing it bigger. And then when you've gone as big as you can start to bring it back to smaller. Until it stops. Just hold and feel that side of sensation in the brain. So we're going to go in the opposite direction. Now if you're not sure, go to start, and then as you notice you'll go one way, go the opposite. To go smaller whenever you feel you want to bring it back down. And then let's start to expand our torso. So we're lifting up, stretching up, thinking about lengthening through the sides. As you're breathing out, squeeze them sides down as if you're pushing all the air out. Lifting up, stretching. You may want to lean backwards, try and stretch the front. Breathing out. You may want to lean slightly forward to stretch that back and feel it from the lower spine. Just letting yourself work with that breath. Let's do one more. pull the arm forward, left arm, and kind of looking underneath to stretch all through the side. Bring it down. Turn, bring the right arm, lift it, reach into the side. Taking it down. Into sort of a forward, backwards, with a little twist to the side. Letting the body flow. And bring it back to centre. Let's take it into a twist. Reaching back. Curling round to the front. Reaching back. Lift that elbow up to give again a bit more of a twist to the side and a stretch to the side. Taking the arm back, stretching out. And then we're going to bring it back to centre. Give yourself a little shake. So let's go to step back. So I'm going to drop the, you're going to step back, pause, kick. Step back, pause, kick. So I'm going to drop it down so that you can see my feet. So, starting with our left, we're stepping back onto our tiptoe, drop the knee, 1, 2, 3, kick, step back, 1, 2, 3, kick. Step back. 1, 2, 3, kick. Last one. Step back. 1, 2, 3, kick. Bring it down. Let's try the other side. So right foot, step back. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. Last one. 1, 2, 3, kick. Bring it down. Step it out to goddess. Toes turned out. We're going to bend. You can bring the arms down. We're lifting up, stretching up. Take it down. See if you can come up onto your tiptoes. Take it up. Take it down. Still on them tiptoes if you want. You don't have to. Lift it up. 2 more. Last one. And bring it back down. Step up onto your right foot. Bring your left foot round into eagle. Now if it's your left foot on top, your right hand goes into eagle. So we're bringing our hands over, into eagle on both. Sit down with the lower part of the body. Push up with the upper part. We're going to take that left leg out. Push forward, reach your arms forward into a warrior 3. We're bending the front knee, taking the hands down if we need to, or onto a block. And then we're kicking our left leg up in the air 3 times. We're going to step back to 3-legged down dog. Bring that right leg, lift it up in the air and kick that in the air 3 times. We're then going to step it back through our hands and lift up, and then bring our foot over, bring our arms over, back into eagle. Sit down, push up, take the leg out to warrior 3, push the arms forward, drop the hands down, pulse the leg 3 times in the air into standing splits. Step back with the right leg up. We're going to now step it in. This is our last one on this side. Lift up. Into eagle. Into warrior 3. Into standing splits. Into 3-legged dog. Step up, lift, bring the left foot down. Lovely. So, we're going to do that on the left side. So remember, you can do this slowly. You can break it down if you need to. It's just about moving. Like I said, we want to flow. So let's take our weight onto our left. Bring it into warrior, into eagle. So right leg's over the top, left arm's over the top. Sit down, push up. Undo the right leg, kick it back. It doesn't have to be straight out, it can be on the floor if you need to be. Remember, you can bend that front knee to bring the hands down and just lifting that leg up. It doesn't have to be very high. You're stepping back to warrior into three-legged dog. And now it's that left leg that's kicking up. We're going to pull it back between the hands. Bend the knee. Step up. Wrap it round. Lovely. Am I doing the wrong way? I'm doing the wrong way. See? So from here, into warrior three. Into standing splits, step back, into three-legged dog, left leg up in the air, pull the leg in, lift up, sit down. Warrior three. Standing splits. Three-legged dog. Now from here, we're coming down, pushing into child. We're coming up onto our knees. We're going to work them fingers and hands. So we're pushing with the fingertips and we're moving the weight forwards and backwards. You can come all the way down into child if you want. So about 5, then we bring our fingers so that they're pointing towards each other. Still pushing with the fingertips, still pushing down with the knuckle of the hand and trying to have a hole under the palm or an arch and going backwards and forwards. Making sure that you're bringing the weight over the hand. You feel that weight into the wrists. And we're turning the fingers away from each other. Still pushing with the fingertips. And then turning them to face you. And backwards and forwards. Now keep your left hand facing towards you. Turn your right fingers the right way round. You're just going to go up and down in cat and cow. 5 times on one side and then 5 on the other. 3, 4, 5. Let's change them round. Keep pulling back them shoulder blades. Bring the fingers back together, roll the shoulders. And then in the opposite direction. Tuck the toes, bring yourself up to standing. Lovely. So we're going to go into our sunset. I'm going to bunny hop again the same way we did last week. And next week I will just be jumping. Watch your spine. Just because I'm jumping doesn't mean you have to. If you get any pain in that lower back, jump into down dog and then move into plank so that you take the weight off the lower back and you put it into your bum. If you jump back into plank and your back goes down, you're going to feel quite painful around this lower part. You've got to keep the stomach pulled in and the back nice and straight, the pelvis kind of tilted under to keep that area nice and strong. So, we're going to bring ourselves to the front of our mat and bring ourselves into mountain pose. Taking open the toes, tightening the thighs, pulling the pelvic, the abdominals, shoulders back and down, chin tucked in, hands into prayer. In front, above your head, wherever you want them to be. Think of an intention. What do you want? So we're going to breathe in as we reach the hands up or we reach backwards. As we breathe out, bend forward into a forward bend. As you're breathing in, bring the weight, and again if you need to you can place your hand onto a block. Bring your weight onto your hands, lift your toes up, curl the spine. Now from here we're going to try and bounce back 2 feet at the same time. 1, 2, push down, push into plank. You can bend your knees if you need to, turn the hands forward, bend the elbows, lift to cobra, up dog, whatever you prefer. Step back into down dog. Drop the knees into bear. You can bend your bum, shake your bum, and then we're looking forward, and again we're going to spring them feet in and roll up. Curling up. Breathe in. Let's curl down. So roll down. Tuck the chin in. Curl the spine down. Bring that weight. Lift them toes. Springing back to plank. Into cobra. You can either step back or jump back, the feet back up into down dog. Shoulders back, bend the knees into bear. Bring the legs back in. Curl up. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And bring the hands down to pray. Give yourself a little shake out, get yourself a drink. So I'm going to bring a bit of them together. Move that out of the way. So, standing again, your legs can be apart, they can be together. It's whatever you feel like you can do. You're tilting the pelvis, sitting back into chair, bringing the hands together in prayer. So we're going to bring the left elbow towards the right knee and look up. push up, look up to the ceiling. So from here, we're going to bring our left foot up onto our tiptoe. And then if we feel we can, we're stepping that left foot back. We're still looking behind. We're dropping the hips down. We're going to lift ourselves up, still looking over towards our right, twisting our hands out, dropping the knee down. So you're looking towards your leg. Now, our right hand, our back hand, is going to drop down while our front hand lifts up, and our back leg, our left foot, is twisting, and we're turning all the way around into warrior two. We're going to push our front knee, our right knee, backwards so that we're straight legged. We're going to reach back towards our left. Then we're going to reach forward and down into triangle. We're going to come back up, bend the front knee back into warrior two, step up and bring it down into half moon. And then we're going to bring ourselves back down into warrior two. Rotate our foot, bringing ourselves back to the beginning. Bring the hands back together in prayer. Take it down by our knee. And step our foot in. Bring ourselves back to the centre. Lift up. Reach back. So all we've done is we've reversed exactly what we've done on the other side. So let's go down. So bringing it down into our chair pose. Bring our right elbow to our left knee. Ooh, let me turn my hair. So that we're looking up to the ceiling. So we're going to lift our right leg up onto its tiptoes. So we know that we're going to move it and we're going to step it back. So we're into a lunging, twisted lunge. We're going to now lift up and open the arms out. And we can bend that back knee. And we'll twist in the opposite direction. We're going to bring the back hand, the left hand down, and the top hand, the right hand up. And as we do that, we turn the feet. And we come to warrior two. Back to bring it to triangle. We're going to lean backwards, reach backward into a reverse triangle, and then go forwards and down into triangle pose. We're bending the front knee and lifting back up to warrior two. Lifting up and then bringing it to half moon pose. And then bend the front knee, step back to warrior two. We're now going to reverse. So we're going to drop the back hand, lift the front one, spin round into that twisted lunge. Bring our hands together, down by our knees. Step our right foot back in, so we're into twisted chair. Bring ourselves back to centre and lift up, reach back. So let's do that one more time. Into chair. Twist towards the right. Step the left foot back. Lift into a twisted lunge. Reverse it round to warrior two. Push the leg back, reach back, and then take it down to triangle. Bend the knee, bring it back to warrior two. Step up to half moon. Step back to warrior two. Reverse, twist round. Bring the hands together in prayer. Step up into twisted chair. Bring it back to center. Reach up, stretch back. Last one of this part. Take it down. Twist to the left. Step the right foot back into twisted side angle. Lift the arms and drop it down. Let's reverse it into warrior two. Make sure you're dropping that back leg. Straighten the front leg, reach back, then drop it down into triangle. Bend the front knee, back to warrior two, lift to half moon, drop it back to warrior two, reverse, back into a side angle pose. Bring the foot in to twisted chair, back to chair, lift up, reach back and bring it down. Lovely. So that's half of the flow. The next bit we link it with a sun cell, and then that will take us into the next part. So the next part, you can always use a band if you want, and you're bringing it around your left foot, so you're standing on your right leg. You're going to bend the knee up, you're straightening the leg out, and then you're going into a reversed big toe balance. So not looking away from the leg, you're looking towards the leg. So it's your left leg, but your right hand is holding the band. Oh, let me do it forwards. Let me do it forwards. So it's the left leg, but the right hand. And then you're turning and twisting away. Then you're going to drop it down, let it go, and then you're going into, taking that left leg back into a warrior three, stretching the hands out. We're bringing it back in. You're bringing the feet together, taking yourself down into a squat. Then you're going to reach your hands over towards your left and bring your weight onto the left. So if you're going into side crow, but we're not going to, obviously. Bring it back out. Lift up. Take the hands down. So let's bring our weight onto our left, bring our right foot up. So again, we can have the toe or have the band. We're twisting away. We're bringing the leg down and we're taking it from here to a warrior three. Right leg goes back, right hand goes out, left hand goes back. We're bringing it in, feet together. Taking it down into a deep squat, knees in, reaching over towards our right. Bringing it back in, pushing up. So here we go, one more time. Bring the weight over to the right leg. Lift up. Remember, you can hold it here. Take the foot out, twist towards the back. Drop the foot, step it back, reach out. Bring it in, hands together, feet together, take it down. Nice straight back. Reach over to the side, tuck the elbow, push the knee against the elbow against the knee. Bring the weight onto the hands. Bring it back to centre and lift up. Bring it down. Last one. Weight onto the left. Stretch out. Take it forward into warrior three. Bring it in. Take it to a deep squat. Reach the hands to the side.
This meeting is being recorded. Instagram.
Ooh. That's weird.
We'll have to Instagram. She's come back in.
She.
Oh.
Yeah, she's come back in.
I can't see her.
I can see her, yeah. I can see her now.
Okay, oh.
How do you send this chat?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can see you now.
Yeah.
I really don't know why it's now told me halfway through this has been recorded, and then I could see you, but I could see you going, I can't see her. I can't see her. I'm thinking, well, I can see and hear you. What is, I don't know. This is because I've just paid for my new year with Zoom, and they've got special features because now it's unmuted yous, so you're all being recorded now if you make a noise, whereas most of the time I turn these off so you don't get recorded. So don't worry, I won't pass this to anyone, you're alright. So I'm going to mute these again, unfortunately, and then we'll get into that last bit, because I was turning the opposite direction when I lost yours. So, last one, because I don't know where I've got to. So we'll do the right leg again. Sorry, Insta. So on your left foot, lift up, twist into a twisted big toe. Drop it down, take it into a warrior three. Bring it in, take it down into a deep lunge, and then into a side crow. Easy, I've lifted one foot, you don't have to, and bring it back up. Reach back, give yourself a shake. We're going to take it down onto the floor. So remember, take yourself into a nice forward bend. Give yourself a nice shake out if you want. Usually feels quite nice down here. So let yourself go. And then push back to child. Have a little breather before we start the next bit. Now we're going into elbows and heads. So if you want to, you can always get extra padding. Oops, I just knocked everything over. So you might want extra padding just to put under your elbows or under your head, wherever we're into, whatever part we're doing. So we're going to go into elbow plank. Hold an elbow plank for 10 breaths. Have a rest, do 10 more. Remember, you don't have to rest. You can always hold it for longer if you want. You can move the feet, but try and keep the body in line. And if you need to, you can have your knees down, you can have your belly down. I'm going to have everything lifted. Adjust to whatever you feel you need to. The hands, the elbows need to be in line with your shoulders. So you don't want them out over here, but you don't want them right next to you in there. So they need to be in line with your shoulders. You can have your fist or you can have your hand flat. It's completely up to you. The hands can be together so that you're making a triangle. So you could have the fingers kind of like that, where you've got your finger out, and so it's like a 10 finger. You used to do there's the steeple, there's the people. So anything like that, it doesn't matter as long as the elbows and shoulders are in the same direction, the same place. And that you're pulling in your stomach muscles, your pelvic floor, and breathing. That's the most important bit. So choose your position wisely, but you can always change halfway through if you don't like it. So we're tucking the toes, we're sucking our belly in, turning up our pelvis, lifting onto our knees and then deciding where we want to be. Hold it here, shoulders pulling away from each other, but not towards each other at the front or the back. And then relax. Let the elbows come out, let the body drop down. Shake your bum. Give your toes a rest as well. So we're going to bring it up one more time. So again, choosing your position. And relax. Again, let everything roll down. Shake your bum. So with this, we're going to do a bit of a move, and we're going to move from plank into bear. So we're bringing ourselves up, and then we're walking our feet in, but not letting our knees touch the floor, walking our feet out. In, out. Okay? And we're going to do 5, have a rest, and then do 5 more. So here we go. Bringing ourselves up. Walk the feet in so the bum comes up. The knees are just off the floor. Walk out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Lovely. So make sure your bum comes down a little bit lower back into plank, that it's not so lifted up in the air. So here we go again. One more set of 5s. So pulling in the stomach muscles, getting yourself into plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Give yourself a little shake. Same thing, let the arms out. Let yourself relax. Should have felt that really on your stomach. It's a lovely exercise for the stomach muscle, plus the back muscles, and the shoulders and arms and everything are coming in. So if we bring ourselves over onto our back, onto our belly, onto our bum, sorry. We're going to bring ourselves into a sort of a bum lift or a half shoulder stand, and then into boat. So if we start in boat, we're sort of sitting on our bum, we're lifting our legs off the floor. We can hold on to our legs. We're going to roll back, lift, and come back up to boat. Okay? So again, we'll do 5, and then we'll have a go, see how it feels, do another 5. So, lifting the feet, roll back, lift your bum, push up, come up to both. Good. Roll back, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. So like I say, if you want, you can use your hand on the floor or keep your hand here. You can take your hands out to the side. So we'll do that again now. One more. So here we go. Again, like I said, if you want, you could always put that extra pad in so that you can protect your back. But it gives your spine a nice massage. So here we go. 5 more. And relax. Lovely. So again, working them stomach muscles, working the lower back, giving them massage there. Let's work them shoulders. So we're going to take it into a thread the needle, but we're going to work our arms. We're bringing ourselves onto our hands and knees. Start with our left. We're going to spin the arm. So 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're taking it under and taking it down and stretching through the neck into thread the needle. Bring the arm out, reach it up in the air. Take it back underneath. Stretch it up. 3, 4, and 1 more. 5. Bring it back down. So let's do the same thing with the other arm. Bringing it round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it under. Lift it up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's do 1 more on each side. and bring it down. Sit yourself back on into hero. So before we start taking ourselves onto our neck, let's do some neck strengtheners. So we're going to take our head forwards, back, side, side, twist and twist, but we're going to stop it with our hands. So, soft parts of the hands onto the hard parts of the head. Use your eyes, so pushing forward, try and look with your eyes down to the floor. So yin and yang. And take it away. So bringing the hand behind, we're going to try and look up, but also stop our head from going back. But our eyes look up to the ceiling. So we're tilting and trying to look up, lift our eyes up. Feel the muscles that are working through the neck and the shoulders and the arms. And relax. So we're going to tilt our head to the side. We're going to try and look down to the floor. And relax. And let's take it the other side. So fingers pointing up. Try and look down to the floor, trying to bring the ear to the shoulder, but stopping it. And relax. So we're going to turn and look over the shoulder, but we're turning our fingers back. We're going to try and look through our arm. We're trying to look over our left shoulder, pushing with our left hand. And relax. And let's try the other side. And relax. So we've worked the muscles around the shoulders, around the neck. Now, if you've got blood pressure problems, you shouldn't be in my class, firstly, but you should be very cautious about doing anything with your head down because you'll raise your blood pressure. The same is with low blood pressure as well. It will raise your blood pressure, and then when you come back up, it'll drop your blood pressure really quickly, and it can make you feel really sick and also pass out, faint. So be very cautious if you've got any blood pressure problems whatsoever. If you've got neck problems, slip discs or anything like that, shouldn't be in my class. It's not for anybody with disc problems. So again, I wouldn't advise doing it. Now, I'm not there with you, so again, I wouldn't advise going up into a full headstand. If you've got a wall and you want to, then go by a wall and do the headstand against the wall, so at least you won't fall backwards on your neck. But I will just show you half headstand rather than full headstand, because again, I don't want people flying over. Now, if you need to, put some extra padding underneath. You've got to make sure that it's the top of your head that's down. You don't want the front of your head, and you don't want the back of your head down on the floor. It has to be right on the top. The first time you do it, you'll feel the blood rush towards your head. And it'll feel as if you're about to have a nosebleed, if your eyes are about to pop out. If you can't do it, then you can always stick your legs up the wall or up in the air so that and lie flat down, so you're kind of in that position, so that you're still kind of doing an inversion, but you can move your feet, you can take your legs out, you can try different things while you're in this position. So you can still work your legs while you're here. You don't have to just not do anything. But with this, if you need to, come out of it slowly. So your hands can make a triangle with your head, or you can bring your fingers together and bring your elbows in to make a triangle. Either of them are okay. There's no special way. Everybody does it different, and everybody finds it easier in different ways. So you're placing the top of your head flat down, choosing your position. I'll start with this one, so that your elbows are in line. Now what you don't want is your elbows to start flying out. They have to stay underneath your shoulders. I'm just going to move over a touch. So they're underneath your shoulders. Your head's tucked in, you're tucking your toes in, walking your knees in, and then you're lifting your bum up. Now push into the elbows so that you're taking some of the weight off your head and into the elbows and the shoulders. You can walk your feet in a bit closer. And then when you're ready, bring the knees down, take the hands away, roll into child, stay here. So if you held it up for 5 breaths or 6 breaths, you stay here for at least 3. And then you tuck the chin in. And you come up very slowly, keeping that head down so that the blood can get used to coming down. And then very slowly bring the head up so that the blood doesn't rush too quickly out of the head. Otherwise, like I said, you will feel really, really sick. It's the same thing if you use your hands. Hands either side, head down, feet in, lift up, push into the hands so that you're not pushing too much and you'll feel the weight come off your head the minute you push down. Always slowly, no matter who you are, slowly coming out. Okay, have a go. I can't watch you if I'm upside down. So have a go. Like I said, if you don't want to do a headstand, then just go into legs up in the air. That'll be fine. Lovely. That's perfect, V. No jumping, V. Ooh. Stay down, stay down, stay down. So, never jump, even a little hop, because all your weight's on your neck. So step by all means, but never hop into it. Always step. If you find that you're hopping, stick your foot on a block. And that way when you pull in, it'll just lift off the block a little bit easier than trying to jump into it. But you've got to be very, very careful. It's your neck. If you do any problem, anything to the neck, it's the whole of the body. So it's just about just being careful, being cautious about that area of the body. But yeah, if you use your foot on a block, it lifts you, and then hopefully just as you move into more of a straight position, then your foot will just hopefully just lift naturally up and you won't feel the need to kind of pop up. Try that if you want to. So, with that, yeah, have a go. If you've got your block, have another go. You've seen how I done it just then. Just pulling in the legs and then just moving slightly forward. Keep the knee in by the lifted knee in. Now, you see, you just want to jump. You want to jump. I can see your knees going up. You're there, and then you kind of going, oh, knock out. But try not to do that. Keep that leg in. Just push back with that toe, and it'll just lift off the floor. But just taking your time with it, but really good. So let's stretch out the neck. So bring yourself into a seated position, doesn't matter which. And we're going to do the normal stretching when we do, but we're going to use our hands to help really stretch. We're dropping the chin down. We're going to use our hands and give our head a nice little pull. Try thinking about breathing into this neck area at the top. Bring the head back to centre. Tuck the chin in, bring the ear towards the left shoulder. Use the left hand to give a pull. Push the right hand away. And bring the head back to centre. Tuck the chin in, bring the ear towards the right shoulder, use the right hand to pull, push the left hand away. Bring the head back to centre. Turn and look over the right shoulder. Use the left hand to twist the head. And bring the head back to centre. Look over the left shoulder. Use the right hand to twist. Bring the head back to centre. Bring the hands behind the back, clasp the hands, pull the shoulders back, lift the chin up towards the ceiling. And release, bring it back round. So choosing your seated position, whichever you prefer, you can lie down if you want. We're going to go back into that round nose breathing. So again, before you start, check which nostril do I breathe dominantly into. Then you're going to breathe out. And here we go. Now you just think about how your breathing is. Is it the same amount of time it takes you to breathe in as it does to breathe out? Don't change it. Just notice. Notice if you hold your breath in or out the same, or if there's any difference. Notice how your body feels as you're breathing in, as you're breathing out, as you're holding your breath in or out. How do the muscles feel? Do you feel relaxed or tense? How does your jaw feel, your muscles, your lower back? Different points of your breath. Now as we breathe out, on our next breath, we're going to breathe in through both nostrils, lifting up the arms. And breathing out through the mouth. Breathe in again. And out. And just one more. Now hopefully you found that everything was kind of different. You breathed in for shorter, then you probably breathed out longer. It was easier to hold your breath in than it was to hold your breath out. And it's good. It's all about noticing. The next couple of weeks I'm going to get you to count and regulate your breathing. And so hopefully you'll see the difference between letting yourself go wild and regulating the breath. So thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to switch the cameras off. So, bye-bye. Bye-bye.